Hi YouTube family, this is DLS Joy and I am recording this on my iPad. So I guess what I'm doing is going to be a visual kind of how I maintain my locks. I have allergies and then it turned into a sinus infection, so I'm just but so anyways, I decided to do this because tomorrow I'm going to wash my hair. And so the first thing I do, as I stated in my 5 years video of me having my locks, you know, telling you what all I do. So the first thing I do is, like I said, I do a pre-poo, which is I oil my scalp and my locks with coconut oil. And so in this bottle I have some melted coconut oil, a little bit of tea tree oil, and some jojoba oil. And this is what I actually put on my scalp all over, and you know, I massage it in. And the reason why I use this is you know, for those of you out there, you know, let's say coconut oil really good for the hair, especially when you put it on dry, because it helps retain protein so you don't lose that much protein. Plus it helps keep, it acts like a barrier so that way your hair doesn't soak up a whole lot of water, something like that. For the tea tree, because it's antifungal, because I do have dermatitis. I haven't been to a dermatologist for it. I probably need to, but you know, since I've been keeping it under control, I'm just like, that's $50 I can keep. So I use it for that, and then the jojoba oil is because research says that it helps open up your pores as far as around your follicles and stuff, and so it basically helps cleans your scalp and stuff like that, you know, according to research. So that's the reason why that's in here. And then for the length of my hair, I bought like 2 or 3 jars of this at I believe Trader Joe's, yeah, because everywhere else, like my health food store, they were like want to charge $10 or something for like what, and so I found it like for $5-6, and so I went ahead and just bought like 3 jars so that way I have plenty in case they go up. But yeah, I use this on the length of my hair, and I'm pretty generous because, you know, I have a lot, well, I don't have a whole lot of locks, but they seem to be kind of thick, and I just want to make sure that that I get each strand. And I do put a plastic bag once I do this, and I make sure I get the ends. If I don't do wear the plastic bag with a like a black scarf, so that way if I'm running around and stuff, because I never know exactly when I'm going to wash my hair, but it's usually the very next day. But so I do that. I leave it on my hair overnight, but if I wait till last minute to decide to wash my hair, then what I'll do is I'll do the same thing, and I will sit under a hair dryer for a few minutes, you know, to allow it to penetrate it, and then I'll keep the coconut oil in my hair for, you know, a couple of hours or whatever, whenever I decide to wash my hair on, if it's on the same day that I decide to wash my hair. But since I'm off tonight and tomorrow, I'm going ahead and do the pre-poo now. Like I said, I do a generous amount, and my hair never feels greasy, so that's a good thing. And I said, so I'm doing that, and so like I'll come back and show you my next step. And it's really basic, you know, there's probably a lot of videos out there, but DLS Joy is making her own. Hi. So anyway, So I'll come back later, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hi YouTube family, so this is DLS Joy. So I'm back and just doing my how I wash my locks routine. Previous segment, I showed you I did my pre-poo with coconut oil and stuff, and so I let that sit overnight. The only reason why I have this is because everything else I usually do while I'm showering, but since I'm videotaping, I'm trying to not have all this water drip all over the floor. But so I just finished washing my hair with my Head and Shoulder 2-in-1 dry scalp care with almond oil. So yeah, that's what I use with the conditioner already built in it. And so now I'm getting ready to do the aloe vera. And so this is the aloe vera that I made. Looks like this. And all the aloe vera pieces didn't float to the top like my last batch that I made. It all kind of stayed kind of thick. So I don't know if it has to do with the plant itself or what, but just a little bit, but not a whole lot. But anyways, but it is thick and it's going to clog, like I said, my spray bottle. And plus, you know, it looks like it has a lot of pieces in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take an empty jar like this and pour whatever I'm going to use. I try not to pour too much. Look how thick it is. Yeah, it's still thick. I'm probably going to take some of this out. I try to use whatever I'm going to use for that wash, so that way it doesn't go bad or anything like that. So I'm going to use that much. And then I'm going to add some water. So that's what you hear, my little faucet here. So yeah, so all those pieces, yeah, that's just what I'm going to be straining. And I'm just going to shake it. Just to mix it. I'm just going to use this cup. Let me get another jar. I thought I bought another one, but I didn't. So hold on. Another jar, and this is what I'm going to use. I have my little strainer. And sorry, I can't move this down because I'm using my iPad. So here's my strainer, and I'm going to strain it so that way I don't get all the pieces in. Of course, I'm making a mess. Let's see if I can hold it a little bit better. I said, because I have locks, that's the reason why. I guess if my hair was like loose, then straining it probably wouldn't be an issue, because, you know, it probably would rinse out a little bit better. But because I have locks, you know, the pieces may get stuck, intertwined, you know, within the lock. So that's the only reason why I'm straining it. A little bit more. Sorry. So I'm just going to let it strain all out and show you, yeah, that's all the little aloe vera pieces in there. So yeah. So this is what I'm going to be using to condition my hair, and since I've already mixed it with water, I may put a little bit more water in it for, but we'll see. I think I can do this without spilling. Yay. Okay, so I have it in my spray bottle. And like I said, usually I'm doing this in the shower so that way I don't have to get it all over my wall. So that's why I'm stepping back. And I just spray it all over my locks. And then after that, I am going to use my olive oil over that for just extra. My other bottle. It just has water in it sometimes when I want to redo my refreshing my locks during the week. I kind of want the misty type of spray, so that's what I'm changing. Yeah, that's what I want. And I'm looking in the mirror, so and this is not like regular commercial conditioner where you have that slippery, creamy. And when I first started my locks, I used the kind that's the liquid as my conditioner, you know, so that way I didn't have to worry about slippage when I was a beginner. And so actually I use aloe vera as to condition my locks when I first began locking. And I basically just went back to it, but now I'm just using the fresh aloe vera. And I rake it through, make sure I get, oh, here's my newest lock right here. I did interlock this because it just wasn't, this part of my hair when I first started locking, I had a lot of issues with it not staying together. So yeah, I interlocked it and then I let it go. And it's been doing fine ever since. I have another little skinny one, but I can't, oh, here it is, right here. And I actually, no, I did twist this because I was messing with my head and start twirling it, but, so yeah. So I got 2 more baby little locks coming along. I'm trying not to spray my iPad. Lord knows I am not trying to put out that money to replace it. I'm going to put some more water. And I'm going to put some in my hands so that way I can get to the, close to the, not so much on the scalp, but the hair close to the scalp. I don't know if they all got in the camera, but if not, I just basically tilted my head over and was doing it underneath my locks and all that. And then I'll take my aloe vera oil, pour some in my hand. Again, not so much getting on the scalp, but like my hairlines and stuff like that. And then I work the length of my locks. And this is my routine now, you know, and it has worked for me. I haven't had any issues with, you know, breakage, you know, for a long time. I was worried about, like everyone else with locks, you know, having dry locks. But, you know, I think one thing I wish that, you know, I hear a lot of the locticians on YouTube, you know, saying, you know, different things they use to moisturize locks and stuff, but I'm thinking if I'm using the same thing like oil, if I'm using the same thing like a moisturizing conditioner and shampoo, what does a moisturized lock feel like? Because I'm thinking I'm doing pretty good. No, I may not use the, you know, top of the line, expensive, you know, products. But, you know, if you're reading the labels and majority of the ingredients is like glycerin and castor oil and what else? I can't think of the other top in those type of products. Then again, what does a well moisturized lock feel like? That's what I like to know. Make sure I get to my ends. And so put my bag on. I said for about 5 minutes, or how long it takes for me to finish taking my shower. Once I finish showering or whatever, and then I'll take my plastic cap off, rinse my hair with like cool water, and then I'm done with that part. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Let it, like I said, let it sit in the plastic cap, rinse it out with some cool water, and then come back and just show you how I finish up. Won't show any styling because I don't think I'm a style. I'm just going to do something really simple. And yeah, nothing extravagant as far as styling right now. But okay, so stay tuned for the next segment. Okay, YouTube family, I'm back. So I finished washing my hair, eating some Mentos. Shouldn't be eating them, but as long as I don't break my retainers. I have permanent retainers, you know, when I took my braces off. But anyways, so I finished washing my hair. Not washing my hair, but rinsing the aloe vera and the olive oil. And so I wrapped it in a old shirt, and I kind of squeezed, like I wrap it long ways like this, so that way I can, you know, just kind of squeeze all that water out. See, that's all that water that's just coming down this way. So I'll leave this on for a few minutes. I said, trying to get as much of the water out. I said, if I'm washing my hair late at night, then I will usually use my blow dryer and to dry my hair. But I'm getting better. I've been trying to do my wash my hair at a decent time. So And then once I do that, and it's time to henna. Look at all that gray. That is just ridiculous. I only henna my hair when I'm just tired of looking at them. So, but it's not that much to make me want to henna right now, because it's just a long, tedious process. So anyway, so what I do next is I go through all of my little thin ones, skinny ones like this, and I reinforce those. So unless I do one or two things, but most of the times I'll just take all this loose hair and just plait it, braid it down. And there's only 3 of them I do this. This one, and this one, and I actually thought about combining them with another lock, but I really want to keep those in case I want to do those little curls, you know, when I wear some type of bun or something. So you do what you gotta do. So like I said, I would either braid the loose hair down. I say reinforced strength because they are my skinny ones. They're not thin, they're just skinny. So, and my hair type here is a little bit looser curl pattern. So I would either do that or I would latch. And then this one. And those are the only 3 that I actually maintain by doing something with them. You know, like I said, keep the root. Make sure they have a strong root bed. And that's it. So, in order to continue like sealing or whatever moisture, I would either use 1 or 2 things or both. Sweet almond oil, because I just have a whole bottle of this and basically trying to use it up. But I use this each time I wash. The Nature Shine by Organic Root Stimulator, which I've been using this from really the beginning of locking. So this is more of an option, yay or nay. I mean, I have no reason why, but since I have it out, I'm going to go ahead and I will put that along my locks. I'll pour some in my hands, not a whole lot. I don't really saturate, you know. It may seem like I'm using a lot of oil, but really I'm not. I may pour like I won't even say a teaspoon. It's probably less than that. When I say I'm breaking it, and then as I'm raking through my hair, this kind of helps break up the locks. I really don't go through and do too much separating. But I noticed last time when I had just had a simple bun, I had a lot of that was like together right here. But I just gently pull them apart. And then my Nature Shine. I just love this Nature Shine. And again, I'm going back over. And I like spraying it on my hands because I feel like I distribute it better than directly spraying it on my hair. And that's really it. For my scalp, I do use my jojoba oil. I put it in a bottle like this with a little bit of the eucalyptus because I read it helps with like itching. And so usually I'll go through like here and just pat. And then I go back in and massage. And then I go back in and massage. On the tips. That is it. So this is my routine of washing my locks. Like I said, and like I said earlier, you know, I like to graze. You know, the most frustrating part is how to know when your locks are moisturized. And it's not so much while they're damp. Yeah, while they're damp, yeah, it feels really good, feels really moisturized. It's when it's completely dry is where I think a lot of, in the lock community, where the frustration is. Like I said, I've used like the Suave, is it Shea Moisture or something like that, and I've used the Organics, that one you've seen that, I think I gave that away. And like I said, it feels good when your locks are damp. But how do you know it is still moisturized after it's completely dry? Like now my locks feel very soft when it's completely dry, but is that supposed to be in the lock world? Is that what you consider moisturized soft locks, I guess? Because I don't spray my locks every day with water. You know, it's up in some style, and it has the way it stays until my scalp itch or I get tired looking at it. Let's see. So yeah, I think that's probably the biggest question I've always had since, you know, I've had my locks is, how do you determine a moisturized lock? Like I said, you read a lot of, watch a lot of videos, and people say, you know, this product, that product, moisturize your locks, you know, even locticians and salons, but, you know, what I see is oils. So, I don't know. That has always been a question of what does a well moisturized lock feels like. But yeah, so again, you know, this is my routine. I like it. This is definitely one I will definitely stick with. And during the winter time, I said with the olive oil, I just add castor oil during the winter time. I tried the vegetable glycerin, but I didn't like that, the way it made my lung feel. So I don't use that. So I use like castor oil, like for the winter time. But during the summer, this is basically it. I think, yeah, that's it. So if you have any questions, I'm not an expert at this. This is just my routine. This is what I find that works for me. And so thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. And God bless.